So today what we're going to do is talk about cutting trees up. It's a really good side business. I did it for years. I did it by myself and also did it with my dad and brother. And in our area, not many people want to do work like this. Where I'm standing right now is an old home site where I used to live and had a machine shop before I moved to my current location. So today what we're going to do is cut this tree up, and it's going to probably take me about 4 days to do it and 1 day to haul everything. And I want to stress that this is a good business to get into. In my area, nobody wants to do this work. So if you're going to do it as a side business, you have to do it by yourself. As we're kind of walking around the job site, what I've done is cut everything up on one side of the tree. And what you want to do is maintain balance. This tree is probably 120 foot long, the piece of it that come down. And it's about 3 foot in diameter at the base. So one of the dangers here is that it can roll over. So what you want to do is survey the tree before you start cutting it up and see which limbs are under tension and which ones are holding the tree up. And what I want to look at here is all these bent limbs. Now, it took out 3 crepe myrtles and 5 other trees. So in here, I've spent a lot of time cutting the pieces that are under tension. And this is a killer. I've seen people get hurt bad. So when you're doing this work, you need to be careful of things under tension. And if you want to use a pole saw to get away from it, you can do that. That's a good thing to do, because these limbs will snap under tension and they will kill. So you have to be very careful. The other thing is, as you're cutting this thing up, if you take the leverage off of it, it can roll over and crush you to death. So always use a lot of caution when you're doing this. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is people stealing stuff. In this area, and people here feel entitled. The land's currently going for 90 to 100,000 an acre, and this is one of the few parcels that's not developed. People will walk up on the land and steal your firewood. They'll steal rocks, anything that's not battened down. So when I'm cutting this up, to keep people from stealing it, I'm cutting it and leaving the part that's blocking the driveway for the last part. That way they have to walk through the tree and around it to get any of the wood. So that's one thing to keep in mind. You don't want to do this and then lose all of the effort you put into it. So please comment, rate, subscribe. We'll see you on the next episode.